It's the best 9 inches I've ever had. I liked that they had semen sweets. Warren Sapp got bit by a shark.
She is a bitch. And this game is brought to you by Papa John's. Oh. Papa's in the house. What?
And we are live.
I'm alive.
Hi.
I'm Danny.
Hello.
Hello from the center of the galaxy at Kaufman Building in Minneapolis, Minnesota, campus of the University of Minnesota.
Go Gulfs. My name is Hunter Blazer.
This is not a good school because they don't take cards in their vending machines.
Yeah, and they only take ones and
I wanted
fives.
something to drink.
Danny and Gerardo are currently parched, and I am very hydrated.
I do have this
I'm gonna take some of your water.
No, don't. No. You have to stay parched. Okay, this is podcast.
Mexican?
This parched is parchment.
No, it's because you're Latino. This is episode number 9. Danny, Gerardo, Hunter, Matt's still
gone.
injured.
Paintballing is rough.
Galaxy, we have your news. This week, what are we talking about?
We're talking about science and
Technology. Politics.
Politics.
Real politic.
And one more category, my mouse froze.
And Pokemon Go.
No, not Pokemon Go. Maybe Pokemon Go.
Maybe.
Space news.
Space news.
We are the Milky Way News officials. Space
and there's
news
a lot of
outlet.
space
Yes.
in the Milky Way.
So, Danny has a game for us also. We're going to start with your political news because you have to get informed. You are on YouTube, so here's some knowledge for you. Anything you want to say before we start this podcast? It's been a week since we last were on the air. What has happened with you guys?
What's happened with me? I couldn't get drinks at the U of M.
You spent the last week trying to get a drink at the U of M.
Yes. No.
Yeah. I've been trying so hard to just find
I'm sick of your
a drink.
Oh, it's so good.
ATMs.
Oh, it's so good. Full of flavor.
Don't give us less than $20.
August.
Vending machines only take ones and
August
fives.
A year ago today
Yes.
was when I got into Scotland. Was when I
But
first got.
that also means a year ago and 4 days ago, we got back from the North Shore.
Yes.
That was fun.
That was a very fun trip.
A year later, we have a podcast.
A year later, we have a podcast.
And Gerardo,
Yeah.
but no Matt.
Dang it.
Win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
All right,
I
shall
feel
we?
like we lost twice there.
And we lost the North Shore.
And I lost a backrest.
Canada?
Yes. If you're new and just finding us, we are a
I'm
gaming.
not Japanese.
Okay, we are. All right, Trump. We are a gaming, tech, news, space,
Everything fun.
medicine,
Nature, animals,
We are a podcast. We just
Everything in the galaxy.
Earth,
every other week we kind of have
fingers,
categories.
movies.
Yes.
What do you
subscribe
like?
to us.
We talk about it.
This week, one of our categories is politics. We have a couple things for you.
Everyone has opinions.
We have 8 political categories or topics, which is a
Baker's dozen.
Baker's dozen. Thank you very much.
I was wondering.
Okay, number 1, Detroit. Never thought we have good news coming out of Detroit. Something you don't hear often. Yes, starting this month.
I heard they have a football team.
Yeah, their best player quit. Starting this month.
Kobe?
Yes, starting this month, all graduating high school students who were accepted into one of Detroit's 5 community colleges will not have to pay a single dime. The Detroit Promise Zone program recently launched, and funds will be initially supplied through private scholarship foundations. By 2018, some of the money will come from property taxes already earmarked for the program. So Detroit kids,
Doing something well.
if you graduate high school, you can get free community college education courtesy of property taxes. Go Red Wings.
I bet they're
How
pretty
much can
parched,
they get
too.
out of property taxes in Detroit?
I don't know.
Not a whole lot.
You know, that's something to think
Do they have
about.
to pay for the water?
I don't know.
Hey, I just realized something. Detroit is closer to Canada than any other major U.S. city.
Yeah. Windsor is right next there.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Why
Basically like sister cities, I think.
why do we get all the Canada, the second Canada thing here in Minnesota and not Michigan?
Because Michigan's kind of blah.
Michigan is next to the part of Canada that's not Canada.
Good point.
Okay. Number 2 is a biggie. An audit has revealed the Pentagon doesn't know where $6.5 trillion has gone. Via the freethoughtproject.com. A new Department of Defense Inspector General's report released last week has left Americans stunned at the jaw-dropping lack of accountability and oversight. The glaring report revealed the Pentagon couldn't account for $6.5 trillion worth of Army General Fund transactions and data. Quote by the Fiscal Times. An increasingly impatient Congress has demanded that the Army achieve audit readiness for the first time by September 30th, 2017, so that lawmakers can get a better handle on military spending. Ellipses.
$1.3 trillion.
Thanks, Trump. The Defense Finance and Accounting Services, DFAS, the behemoth Indianapolis-based agency that provides finance and accounting services for the Pentagon's civilian and military members, could not provide adequate documentation for $6.5 trillion worth of year-end adjustments to Army General Fund transactions and data. The DFAS has the sole responsibility for paying all DoD military and personnel, retirees, and annuitants, along with the Pentagon contractors and vendors. So, yeah, we're bad with money. So that's American for you.
Where did it go?
More money, which this might be where it went. Courtesy of, I think, Bernie Sanders. Yes, China took our money. Bernie Sanders' Facebook page brought this to my attention. The top 25 hedge fund managers make more than all the kindergarten teachers in America.
That's what's up.
In 2014, the top 25 hedge fund managers in America made $11.6 billion, while in 2012, every kindergarten teacher in America combined made $8.5 billion. That's also America for you. Okay.
America.
More American political. Terrible news. Via The Intercept, the Pentagon has unfortunately announced another sale of $1.15 billion in weapon sales to Saudi Arabia this week as the 3-month ceasefire collapsed and the Saudi coalition resumed its brutal bombing of the Yemen capital, Sana'a.
We don't know.
The U.S. has already sold more than $20 billion in weapons to Saudi Arabia since the war began in March 2015, defying calls from basically everyone ever. The Saudi-led coalition is responsible for the majority of the 7,000 deaths in the conflict, which has left more than 21 million people in need of urgent humanitarian assistance. Saudi Arabia has been accused of intentionally targeting homes, factories, schools, markets, and hospitals, and they just bombed a potato chip factory the other day, killing 14 people.
Chip factory.
Yes, and there are photos of that.
Everyone loves them. Why would you want to bomb that?
The Yemeni press has since reported that coalition has conducted hundreds more airstrikes across the country. The Saudi coalition started bombing Yemen several months ago after the Houthi rebels overran the capital and forced the U.S. and Saudi-led backed dictator Abd Rabdul Mansur Hadi into exile. Basically, everything's playing in Saudi Arabia's hands. America needs to stop dealing with Saudi Arabia and condemn them. So there's that one.
And everything.
Yeah.
We don't know what's happening.
We don't know what's happening, Trump.
Really don't.
Some less American news, but we'll be back. Don't worry. Brazil's
Thank you very much. That's really nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. Brazil's Senate has voted by 59 to 21 to hold impeachment trial for suspended President Dilma Rousseff. Intern president,
Sucks butt too.
So the interim president, he was not elected, but he wants to also retain his presidency. So everyone in Brazil just hates everyone else that has power.
Isn't that basically any country?
Yeah, but Brazil especially bad, and Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Okay, war deaths in Afghanistan and Pakistan have reached 173,000.
For the overall? Or
Yeah,
for
so
the year,
so the
or-
combined so from going back to 2001 to 2014, 173,000 people have died in Afghanistan and Pakistan from 2001 to 2014, with an additional 183,000 seriously injured just from the wars. So whereas people are focused on like Iraq or Syria, almost 250,000 people dead and injured. And I don't have the stats, but I assume majority are civilians. There's not that many people
Do you
fighting.
know what it is in the past, 2 years or so?
That's from 2001 to 2014.
Okay.
So-
'Cause I feel like it.
Oh,
is
the
getting
number?
better. Like the turmoil there, I feel like is past, at least in that
Yeah,
area.
I-
Now it's
I-
focused more on
I
Syria.
feel like
Yeah.
2005 to 2008 were the worst years.
Yeah, no, Futurity did mention that in the past couple of years, the U.S. drone strikes have got more precise and the casualty rate has decreased. along with less tension as Pakistan's government has become more capable of handling crises. But yeah, the start of the millennium was terrible.
Yep. Y2K came true.
Yes, just not in the Middle East. Okay, this number. A federal judge has has resentenced former Illinois Governor Rod I forgot to say his name. Blagojevich to 14 years in prison for his 2011 political corruption scandal. Basically, every Illinois governor in the past 30 years has gone to jail, not exaggerating.
For corruption?
Yeah. I think this is the guy that tried to sell Obama's Senate seat when he won presidency.
Sell it?
That's messed up.
Yeah, I think, yeah. He tried to sell this, yeah, that's why
he's a Republican?
Probably. Literally, like, my old roommate was from Illinois. He gave me a rundown. Every governor from Illinois. Yeah. That's how they say it.
Yeah. I think that's
Illinois.
Just like Oregon.
Yeah,
Oregon Trail.
Arkansas.
Yeah. Okay, I blew through all of that in 6 minutes, which is way too fast. So our last one I have, number 8.
Gary Johnson.
So
Field Johnson.
Apparently Gary Johnson might have a podium at this fall's debates. Also, the NFL did not contact Donald Trump about the debate schedule. Do you want Gary Johnson to have a...
I do.
Okay.
I feel like that's going to take a lot of votes away from desperate Democrats. It's going to take a lot of votes away from Republicans, more than they're going to take away from Democrats.
No, folks, I don't want to not view the Pentagon losing money and the deaths of Afghanistanis and Pakistanis as unimportant, but we are on a time crunch, so I did gloss over those pretty quickly, but...
I mean, you read what is happening.
Yeah, and we're probably more of a gaming and tech podcast than political news, but I just want to keep some stuff in here.
It is good to know.
Yes. So,
and also, I mean, they have the option to rewind. If you don't know what he's talking about, go back to minute 1.
Thank you.
You're back. Hi,
we have a game for you guys.
We have a game. I got really good snacks for you 3, and I guess Matt.
Matt!
So now I'll be the third one, so I'll have to be punished with you.
Wait, punished?
It's quote unquote.
I'm scared.
A series of snacks from a Asian market.
Do we
I've never heard of. Just interesting.
Okay.
Are there Pocky in there?
And there's not Pocky,
What's
because I
this?
know you guys have had Pocky.
Okay.
So I just...
Shout out to Grande.
Thank you, Grande.
That'll make me smile. Stop smiling, Christian.
Come on, dude.
I'm thinking I will just give you it, and you'll try and describe what it tastes like.
Wait, what's this game? Are we supposed to guess what country it's from, or what is this?
We can do that.
Do you know what country they're all from?
It'll say on there, yeah. I know
They're from different countries?
I know 2 of them for sure, which country they're from.
Okay, let's do that. Let's try to guess what country it's from.
Or you could just try to guess the flavor.
Let's do both.
What it is? Okay.
Let's do both.
All right.
Let's do a point system. 1 point for guessing the flavor, 1 point for guessing the country.
Sounds good to me.
How many do you have for us?
5?
5. Where'd you get these?
At a Asian market called Dragon Star.
Dragon Star.
It's really cool.
This is exciting,
I
folks.
go there for cooking a lot, and I just get like random stuff there too, because...
Now, in the last couple minutes, we have talked about Pakistan, Afghanistan, Asian markets, America, Brazil, Yemen. Folks, Milky Way news is all over America and the world.
I can't open this.
Just like Danny's all over that bag of something he's trying to open.
You want to...
I would greatly appreciate it.
I feel like I already know where that's...
Funky. Kind of probably.
You already know where it's from?
Just from the packaging, I feel like I do. Is it Thailand?
No.
No, okay, I was wrong. Alright, so what are these?
Spiced rice flour crackers.
Are we supposed to guess the
Is that
flavor?
what you call a half Asian, half...
Did you just tell us the
Guess
flavor?
the flavor.
Isn't that spiced
One
rice?
guy?
Well, that's what it's made out of, and it's spiced. And you could guess the spices. I don't know how well that would go. I mean, I have the ingredients on here.
Oh,
They smell peanut.
very good. It's crunchy, it's hard. It's not too big of a potato chip, it's thicker. It's like a potato chip pita. Oh, there's the kick.
Yeah, there's some spice.
There's peanuts in there.
Really peppery.
Oh, those peanuts?
Yeah.
You got peanuts right.
There curry in there? I taste curry.
No.
I don't taste any. I mean, there's spice
But
to
it
it.
gives you a hint.
What chili powder?
Yeah.
Chili. That's what I'm tasting.
Yeah.
Okay, chili powder.
This is good.
That's really good.
I don't mind that.
Wow. I wouldn't
for
think
where?
I would like a spicy. Okay, I don't think Burma or Myanmar are gonna have this. India, I don't know.
Was it Philippines?
No.
It could be India. Is it India?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
It's really good.
I felt like
I would
Burma-
buy
1
these.
point for you and 2 for you.
Yeah. I felt like Burma was too far east. Okay. So what are these called, Danny?
Thayatai. Janikis.
So
Thayatai.
they look like sand dollars. Kind of like crunchy pita bread.
Rice is good in crackers.
Yeah,
Shout out to India. Wow, those are awesome.
those are really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some more of those when we're done.
To buy it.
Do you have any candy from Myanmar?
You mean Burma?
Depends who's asking.
All right, this one I can open easier. They have a little tear on it.
That chili powder is awesome. It wasn't too
Yeah,
much.
Really good.
Definitely wasn't. Okay.
It's not too spicy. The peanuts.
I don't think I've ever had a chip that had kick to it before.
I never had a chip with peanut inside.
With peanut, yeah.
Go in.
Peanuts-
I wonder what part.
Oh, what the heck?
I wonder what part of
oozing.
India it's from.
This is oozing out.
Okay, so this is already gonna be some sort of candy then, I assume.
It is. The packaging kind of gives it away to some extent. So I'm gonna try to.
Some sort of characters. What kind of written dialect does India have? Is it
Hindi.
okay? This is.
How does that look?
Is there a wrapper on it?
I don't think so. You can just eat the whole thing.
It's like a hard
Okay,
caramel.
it smells like. What does that smell? Some kind of fruitiness?
So like hard candy.
No, it's super gooey.
Oh. Like a
Right in my
custard.
eye.
It's some kind of like a sour fruit.
Durian.
Oh, that
Lychee.
might. I've never had that, but it could be.
Oh yeah, this is slimy.
Okay, is it gonna be goo on the inside?
Oh,
It says it's
I
just
smell
soft candy.
guava.
Is that what that is?
You smell guava?
Yeah.
It just says it's soft candy on it.
Okay, there's nothing inside.
Yeah, that's guava.
That's really good.
I feel like you would know a lot of the ingredients because you're probably exposed to more like fruits and stuff from Mexico.
Okay, so this is.
That's good.
So this looks like a Jolly Rancher, but it's a slimy gummy.
And it's brown.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Super
Either lychee or guava.
Durian smells terrible. It's not
No,
that.
I was thinking of lychee.
I don't. It's not star fruit. I don't know enough fruits over there. I'm gonna steal yours and say guava.
Yeah.
You're saying guava?
Yeah.
I can't even open this.
And from where? I'm gonna
It's-
guess. It's not. I don't think it's Japan.
I want to say Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Thailand.
It is
You mean China?
from. It's all just the letter.
It's tamarind. That's what it is. It's not guava. It's tamarind.
It's tamarind.
You got
Yep. you
Wow,
got it. Right at the
nice.
last second, right before I was gonna
Where's
say
it from?
And it's from Japan.
Japan. Can I see the package?
It was in the section. That was
Yeah, it
like
has-
from
it has that
Japan,
tang in it.
So that's why.
I was like, no, guava's not that tangy.
I've never heard of that fruit.
Tamarind?
Yeah, it's so,
So,
popular. There's so
the-
much
it's-
tamarind stuff at that
Yeah.
store.
So
Have you had the tamarind jarritos?
No. Oh,
Really good.
So
I had tamarind milk when I was in Panama.
Milk?
I think. Yeah. It was weird but good.
So to me, the package looks like imagine a seaweed packaging, but if the wrapper was like a solid green, not a see-through. So what is this? What is it? Tamarind?
Tamarind.
It
Is
looks
this-
like
is this a
it's almost
fruit?
like a vanilla
It's a
bean.
fruit. It's like a vanilla pod, and it has this.
You eat what's inside of the pod?
Yeah, it looks like a vanilla pod, and
I can see that.
inside there's this pulp, like this tangy sour pulp. It's very popular in Mexico. It's really popular in Asia. Mexicans eat it with chili powder. Surprise, surprise. I want to eat another one.
Yeah, that is-
I've never had like the only times I had like sweet tamarind is like with drinks. I've never had like
Yeah, they have
actual
like
tamarind candy.
tamarind juice
Oh.
and stuff like that. Yeah, it's squirts. It's like juice in
The one thing I will say, Japan, there is more wrapper than there is candy in each one of
That's
these.
what
Yeah.
that's what
That's
threw
the
me
problem.
off because I'm like
You can
as a
eat
Mexican,
slow.
I'm used to having tamarind with chili powder.
Okay.
I mean, this is just sweet. It's like
Yeah, it's just sweet. That's why I thought it was guava.
it sprays everywhere.
Okay, that is
That's the worst
awesome.
part.
I'm already gonna
love
say
this.
thank you for buying all these, Danny, because this is
Yeah.
probably expensive.
Alright, go there and buy some.
These were
stuff.
cheap.
Yeah, there's so much cool stuff.
Okay, next time you go there, can you invite me?
Yeah.
Thank you. This
What
looks.
is it called? Star Dragon?
Dragon Star. It's right
Dragon
on
Star.
Dale Street.
You knowing the tamarind makes me knowing India and the other thing less special. So two on two, although I don't really care about the score. That was fun. Okay, 3 more candies, things.
Yes.
All right, Gerardo, which one did you guys like more so? I know they're different, but we.
I love the
I like these
rice
more,
chips.
just because I feel like there's American versions of this candy.
Oh, really?
I mean,
Well, there's
familiar.
gummies.
I'm familiar with
It's
tamarind.
like a different kind
I know,
of
Mexico.
These chips I feel like are more unique.
I've never had anything like these chips.
No,
before.
like that right there. That's is that like a pecan shell or an almond shell? Looks like the skin of an almond.
I think that's just like pistachio.
So these Indian chips to Thai, spiced rice flour crackers with the only ingredients in here: rice flour, peanuts, ginger, onion, salt, chili powder, which is evident, sesame, margarine, corn, or canola oil. No use by date. Serving size is 1 package, which is pretty heavy for 150 calories. That's a lot of. Can you eat that for 1 serving? That's too much for me.
I probably eat it in like a couple of days.
Yeah, that surprises me. Could you eat that, Danny?
How many wrappers? The whole thing?
That's 1 serving size.
Really? 150 calories for all that?
Oh, I lied. It's 7.
Oh, okay. I was like 150. I'm like,
Sorry.
I know rice doesn't have a lot of calories.
7 servings
Yeah, I
in
was
there.
like, that's so healthy. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, what is the nutrition?
Why is
It's
it
in
so
English,
difficult to
too. It's
open?
There's nothing in here but sodium and protein. A lot of sodium.
Well, chili powder has a lot of sodium.
Is that what it's from?
Yeah.
That's all I'm tasting.
Whoa.
Whoa.
This is heavy.
Is it dense?
Yeah. Oh, it's kind of fluffy, but it's heavy.
Is it gonna squirt me in the eye?
I don't know.
Is this sweet or sour?
Okay, so that's some. Oh, why is
You
it
know what
heavy?
that kind of reminds me of?
What?
The Turkish Delight from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Oh, yes!
You know?
Full circle,
That's what
folks.
it
If you
looks
listened
like.
last week.
This is tapioca.
Okay, some kind of powder on the top. I've never felt anything so small and so
It's
heavy.
so like soft. It's like a pillow, and it's like squishy. Look at this. It's like you can mold it. It's a taste thing. You don't look like you like it.
I taste either tapioca.
That is a weird texture.
I'm confused,
guava.
folks.
That's
It's
a
a
weird texture.
it's
Yeah.
a solid, but it wants to be a liquid.
Yeah, it's so heavy.
This is
So
literally
mushy, and then the coating on the outside, it's like flour.
okay. This is literally a pudding, but it's holding its shape.
And it tastes like flour on the outside.
It's like sugar powder, and it's completely gooey.
It's filled with.
It's 2 ingredients.
fruit.
There's like a gel with
tastes
something
like-
inside.
I think it's tapioca in the outside and guava in the inside.
I can't taste the tapioca.
I just feel like it's not chocolate.
And the weird,
but
the
it
face
tastes
I was making,
almost chocolatey.
the first couple of seconds, I couldn't taste it, and I was confused.
It's like
Yeah, that
I can't even describe the flavor. It's
that
like
flour.
bland chocolate, like not sweet.
Yeah, the flour on the outside like makes it really bland.
Is that chocolate?
It
I think it's
tastes
tapioca,
tapioca.
What's in the middle, you think?
guava. I think.
Guava.
God, that is so weird.
Yeah, I don't think I could eat many.
I will say, when I
I
thought
would eat a lot of those.
when I thought of making a podcast, this is exactly what I wanted, like foreign taste test food.
Yeah.
This is what I dreamed of.
Sweet.
This is the most confusing one.
I'm gonna say these are from
Yeah.
South Korea.
I'm not gonna
Or Korea.
I'm not gonna guess a food because I don't know, but I'll guess a place. I'm gonna say Japan again. Our first time.
Okay. And you don't know flavor?
I'm gonna say tapioca. I'm not sure about the guava.
I don't wanna
but I'm
steal
just
it, I
gonna
have
say
no idea.
tapioca.
You don't have no idea.
I don't want to finish
It
this.
is from Japan.
Okay.
It's taro.
Taro.
Oh,
Taro mochi.
What is that?
isn't that like some sort of soybean?
That's what it tastes like. Soybeans.
Yeah.
It's like soy.
I can't finish that. I just feel uncomfortable eating
Taro
it.
I'll
Mochi
finish that
ingredients.
for you.
You want to?
Maltose
Yeah.
taro
I liked
paste
it.
which is sword bean, maltose, soybean oil, and taro.
Now, to me, the box looks like a saltwater taffy box from Florida. Also, the picture doesn't look like... Could you think you can mold it into that shape then? You said you could mold it.
You could kind of mold it, but it's not that round. It turns into kind of a pancake.
Half the boxes... Okay. Japan, that was interesting. Danny, I'm literally loving you right now. That was so cool.
Oh, okay. I'm going to look up this next one because it's just a fruit.
I was thinking of sweet potato.
Look at my pants. They're all white now from all this flour.
So
It has that feeling of sweet potato.
Yeah.
It feels like a sweet potato, but it tastes like
now,
soy.
is it weird that you can kind of tell, like, an Indian snack is completely different than a Japanese snack?
Yeah.
And we can just tell that. Just
Because it's spicy.
Because it was the spices they used. Indian food has a lot of spice.
Japanese snacks are basically American snacks, just different take on them. Like some kind of snacky foods.
Yeah, and instead of using
They just
sugar
like have
and
so
corn,
much.
they use soy and tofu fruits.
Like I feel like Japanese snack foods are more like American junk foods than Indian snacks are.
What is that?
Those look like tomatillos. Okay, these
I
are
don't know how to eat them.
these are a fruit. They look like
I saw
a
them.
small crab apple.
I don't know if you just bite into it or if you're supposed to crack
like
it
a-
open.
I think you have to eat it. I'm not gonna know the
really
name of
hard.
this.
I'm just gonna bite into it.
I will not know the name of this.
Whoa. It's like all hard. It's like
Oh,
the consistency of styrofoam,
yeah.
but it's a little bit sweet, like an apple almost.
Not a lot of flavor though.
No, not a ton.
This was like a super bland Granny Smith.
It's green, small, got like brown on it.
This
All
is like
of them did.
This is like a crab apple. This is bad.
Bad.
Yeah,
bad.
this tastes bad.
Looks like styrofoam.
I will have no idea what the name of this is. Where can I see this growing though? I feel like this doesn't even have to be on the equator.
I mean, there's no juice to it.
No, it's dry.
You guys a dry
And
apple.
it's just a little bit of sweet and a little bit of like a weird taste.
I like this one the least.
aftertaste.
I'm not a fan of this
I think
flavor.
it's just the only taste I'm getting from is from the skin.
Skin,
Yeah. I feel like the flesh doesn't have any flavor.
the styrofoam.
Yeah, I just heard it
You know,
squeak as I was chewing it.
Between the skin and there's like another layer of green. Like it's dark green, then it gets to the inside even more.
It smells like an apple.
And it looks
It
like
does.
a little apple. It's got like the same
Well, this is an apple
hole in
probably,
the
right?
bottom. It's probably a type of apple.
Okay, name I have no idea. Location. Okay, I'm not gonna go India. It's not Japan anymore. These are there's only two from the same country. Could be China.
Could be China.
I don't know. I don't think it's Vietnam. It's not Cambodia. It's not Laos. It's not Thailand. Could be the Philippines.
Could be Philippines.
It's either gonna be Philippines or China. If this is a market, I don't know if there's be a Chinese market. I'm gonna go Philippines.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with China.
China.
China. Do you want to guess what it is?
I don't know.
An apple.
It's from China.
Okay, fuck.
So
I gave you
you're
that
up by
point.
one. I think you're up by one. It's called a jujube.
A jujube?
A jujube.
I've heard that before.
Jujube. I think they have juju fruit.
It's
candies.
3-3. The last one I said Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jujubes are interesting fruit and even more interesting history from the, sorry about pronunciation, Rhamnaceae
Okay.
or buckthorn botanical family. They've been cultivated in China for more than 4,000 years. There are at least 400 jujube varieties successfully
Wow.
developed in their distinctive characteristics, principally varieties best for eating fresh and others for drying to attain a chewy date-like consistency.
There's
Okay, I can see that.
There's 4,000 different kinds of these.
I guess so.
Wow. China, you are awesome. Except
I can see them drying them as like dates.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have
the flavor intensifies.
one more thing as a tie game.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna know what it is, but
Let's-
where it comes from
Okay.
is gonna be different. I have to look first. I want to know.
It smells just like an apple.
Not to be a jerk, but this has gone downhill since these.
The first ones you like the best?
Yeah.
I feel like the candies
I go with
pretty good.
These
with
gooey ones are so good though.
Then the tamarind and then the taro mochi.
I will say, the most rewarding ones are the chips and the Japanese. What is this? Is it I'm not eating a fish. I'm not eating a fish.
Oh. It tastes like it smells like fish food.
It is a fish. It's missing a head. You bought fish.
Are these
Anchovies?
It's a dried anchovy.
Point.
I don't think I'll
Okay,
eat
hold
it.
up. You bought a bag of dried anchovies.
Yes.
Are you supposed to cook
This
these?
is why I said no. I looked.
Is it a candy?
It's just a food.
My grandpa eats
That
this.
was gonna get dried shrimp, but it says you have to cook that. But this says nowhere on there to cook it. It's dried. It looks like it's been seasoned. It is an anchovy.
My grandpa eats this as snacks.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's fair.
Yeah.
So people do it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I've never done it.
You just gotta work up the courage.
I'm sure. Hold on.
I mean, I smell it and it smells like fish food.
Yeah, fish food.
You bought us candy anchovies.
It is like
It's not candy anchovies.
It's like
It's a real anchovy.
It's like you just caught a big northern out of the lake, and that's the smell.
No, it smells like when I'm going to feed my guppies.
I just licked it.
And I just
Okay, so this is
do
about
the
the
thing.
size of a Q-tip, folks. It's missing a head. It's covered in something, salt maybe.
salt.
Did you try it yet?
I licked it.
Oh,
I just bit off this. But that's not bad.
Ah, fuck it.
I respect that.
Oh, it's not bad.
It just tastes like fish.
Tastes like
Which
fish.
is what it is. I mean, you're eating the full thing, but
it tastes like crab.
crab. Yeah.
Yeah,
The seasoning is good on it though.
this is crab. I don't like.
And they don't really have bones because they're so little.
I don't like thinking about eating this.
I mean, I like anchovies.
It still has the fishy
Now you
taste.
can add a new thing to your list of the most weird things you've eaten.
What is this called? It's not a candy. It's just anchovy. What?
Dried anchovies.
I don't like thinking about eating this though.
I mean, have you had
I mean, we don't even have a drink, so.
canned anchovies like a tomato juice on tomato sauce?
I haven't eaten them, but I used to work at a pizza place, so I'd put them on stuff.
Yeah, I like those.
You don't like that at all.
It tastes fine, but
It's fish.
The thought of eating a
it was
dried
weird
fish.
looking at it, seeing you could just like pull the body apart.
When I first gave it to you, I loved your reaction. You were just like, "Did you just hand me a fish to eat?"
I mean, if people like fish, and they
Yeah.
just want a quick little snack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I will say, like,
They have a huge fishing industry over there.
yeah. If I open my mind, that's a great food.
Right,
You're gonna be eating.
So,
It's got nothing on India's rice chips.
oh, where's where it came from?
Oh, probably
This is the tiebreaker.
probably everywhere, right?
Japan.
It's an odd one.
Really?
It's not one that you would first think of.
Okay. But it's from over there.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it would be Sri Lanka. Seychelles is too far west. Is it landlocked?
No.
Okay.
You said fishing is a huge industry for them.
Mongolia is a big fishing industry. Fuck you.
From where?
They got rivers and lakes.
Well, they don't. They're in the
You ever
middle
watch
of the
River
Gobi.
Monsters?
They're in the middle of the Gobi Desert.
Oh, peanuts. They an island?
No.
Okay.
Ah, I lost.
What do you say?
I said Japan.
You know what I found out today? Japan is the same length from Florida to Maine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
Okay.
Vietnam. Vietnam.
You're going with Vietnam.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you the GDP.
Okay.
But
That's not gonna help.
okay.
What's GDP?
247 billion.
I have no idea what Vietnam's GDP is.
I don't think it's 240 billion.
I think it's more or less.
Less.
I don't think it's South Korea. What's between Myanmar and Laos and Cambodia?
It's a holiday in Cambodia.
Once you said it's not an island, I'm gonna change my answer to South Korea.
I'm gonna go with Vietnam.
Okay, you're both wrong. It's Hong Kong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a weird, it's super wealthy.
I would never have guessed
China,
that.
because it's its own
Yeah.
place.
I would not have guessed Hong Kong, ever. Can I see the rapper for that one?
Yeah.
It's in Chinese.
It's just a bag of. There's so many of them. It's fantastic. So you guys tied. I don't know what the tiebreaker has to be. You taking a picture of them?
I'm gonna take a picture of all these.
I won the tiebreaker because I actually like them.
Yeah. Gerardo wins. Danny
I
wins.
like them all except for this.
Hunter gets punishment and he has to eat all of it.
You know what it looks like? You know, like coconuts when they're like really little, when they're just growing on palm trees?
Yeah.
They look like little
that.
coconuts.
But they're basically just tiny
And
apples.
it feels like a coconut.
If those can become like date kind of things, can apples?
Probably.
Okay, so what do we
That'd be
have?
interesting.
We have Hong Kong. We
If
have
you buy like a dried fruit
Hong
mix.
Kong,
Japan.
China, and India.
Okay.
Yeah, they look like little coconuts.
These are pretty good. I
Yeah,
think my
if you buy-
favorite with a tamarind. Tamarind is like a good flavor.
It's
not
good.
super sweet.
Next-
It's almost like vanilla, and it's just like savory almost. You know?
Next week I'm gonna bring
Don't tell us.
Doritos.
Aw.
No, just for you to try.
Oh, quesadillas.
Doritos.
2 of them. Okay.
And then I'm gonna bring some other
I
Mexican
could dip
food.
this in
Hummus.
hummus. That'd be delicious.
Okay, so I don't know really how to say this, but I think this is my favorite part of the podcast so far. Like, I just imagine this being like the ideal podcast, taste testing of food someone brings in. We have to guess what country it is.
Fish.
This was amazing.
You have eaten
That's really cool.
anchovies, dried anchovies.
Experiencing this was amazing. Just
That was
like
the weirdest
feeling it.
consistency.
That was cool experiencing that.
So they have other types of mochi. I don't know how to
Mochi?
pronounce it. I had never
No.
heard of taro, so I got that. But they had like green tea mochi.
I would try that.
Interesting.
Okay. Green tea is popular. Green tea pocky.
And
They
they've
have
got
green,
like,
they have green tea.
like strawberry and
Kit Kat.
mango and that kind of stuff also, but
So this is a bag of.
dried anchovies.
It's probably like 150 dried anchovies in here, all chopped off heads. They're all dried. And I feel okay. Look at this. They're on a platter. You think they just probably supposed to like put them somewhere as like a snack, like a
Yeah,
peanut,
it's
like a
like
peanut
a,
bowl.
like a complimentary snack. You go to someone's house and like, hey, you
Yeah,
want
that.
some
Dried anchovies.
dried anchovies?
And the mochi, there were only 6 of them. And they were like big.
Yeah,
So
I
there's
mean,
3 left.
I only ate half of one.
You only had half one.
I'm sorry
ate
that
one
I
and a
wasted
half.
like the apple too.
No, that's-
What was this called? Jujube?
Jujube.
B.
Jujube.
Okay. 4,000 jujubes. Wow.
Yeah, 4,000 jujube. That's,
That-
Oh, I just squirted a little
Yeah,
on my
that's
computer.
the
Oh, okay.
best part about that tamarind candy. It squirts.
So these are from Japan, right?
Yeah.
So it's Japanese tamarind candy. As soon as you open it, just can I aim it at you? Wow, it does spray.
You didn't get it in my mouth. It's all over my computer.
I'll get it in your mouth later.
Oh god, why did we say that? Yeah, no, I could totally eat these.
Just open it a little bit, just put it in your mouth and suck it out.
That's what she said.
All right, I'm just gonna Snapchat the
Good thing Matt was gone.
Christian. We got candy from Japan.
Yeah, Matt, you missed.
Japan. This is from India.
Japan.
Anchovies from Hong Kong. Yeah, but oh, I forgot that thing too.
And jujubes from China.
China.
China!
And we got jujubes from China. You gotta join us, Gerardo.
I'm Danny. Hi. Oh,
All right, folks.
we just learned about food.
I feel like that's like the highlight of my night. We have to keep going. We did
So much more to
politics.
talk about.
We're gonna keep eating this food. When we're eating these rice flour crackers with chili powder, ignore the sound.
Wait, where were those jujubes from?
China.
China.
China!
Folks, we are the official podcast of the Milky Way galaxy.
It
So
actually has just been updated that we have the rights to say that.
yeah, we won the contract.
It's
So
been all over newspapers in every country but the United States. I
Yeah.
just got thrown in the face.
so our fan base hasn't known it, but folks, we have a responsibility to bring you news about the galaxy. Chili powder is hot. Okay, so we have some space news for you guys. Not too much, not too little. We're gonna start out with the big one though.
It's a baker's dozen.
Tonight, 5 bacon. This is really hot. It's the back
are
of the
still
tongue.
parched also.
Okay. Oh
Hey,
yeah.
It's not as hot as those tortellini from 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I never tried the bite of the.
Oh, that was so hot.
I love where this
I
podcast is
had
going.
diarrhea for like 4 days.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
That sounds something like you should not share.
my belly was hurting.
Oh, no, I didn't share. I had a root canal the other week. I had to pay for it, which was super expensive.
Welcome
What is
to
that?
America.
I heard that's like the most painful thing you can
Most
have.
pain-free. It was. I never felt anything. Getting my teeth cleaned and scraped is more painful than the root canal.
What?
Pain-free.
Because you had so much medicine?
I guess I switched dentists because the old one always made me like pain. It just gave me pain for no reason. But this new one was awesome.
Sadist.
Yes. Anyway, so my tooth chipped, so it wasn't even a cavity, and I still had to pay for it. You're stupid. Okay, space news. Tonight at 1:26 a.m. Eastern Time, SpaceX will launch the company's 8th Falcon 9 launch of the year. It'll take off from Cape Canaveral, Florida at 12:26 Central Time, sending a Japanese communication satellite called JSSAT-16 into orbit around Earth. Sorry, I'm getting numb from the chili powder. No SpaceX launches complete these days without a rocket landing attempt afterward. Just a few minutes after the Falcon 9 takes off tonight, a majority of the vehicle will try to land upright on one of SpaceX's floating drone ships, properly named Of Course I Still Love You.
Of course I still love.
So, it's hot.
Sorry. That chili powder gets
Why do you
to
keep eating it?
It's good. Are you on the document right now?
Yeah.
You should read number 3 for us.
It's number 3
The one that says 3?
on Space News.
Number 3. You want to do it?
I'm looking for it.
Okay. Every second, there are 65 billion neutrinos and 380 quadrillion photons passing through your finger, folks. To capture the phone number, simply point your finger perpendicular to the sun, and you will have, once again, 65 billion neutrinos and 380 quadrillion photons passing through your finger every second. That's
You
insane.
just point your finger.
Yeah. To the sun. So, like, right now, there's... Yeah.
Where's the moon? What if we just point it to a ceiling light?
I mean, probably still a lot are passing through it. That
How many?
number...
Wait, what are they?
So 65 billion neutrinos.
Neutrinos.
Neutrinos, I mean, have you ever seen the devices used to capture neutrinos?
I can feel it.
They're basically giant water towers with
yeah, with
sensors all
lasers,
around,
yeah.
half filled with water. And then the photon, oh my god, so many. Okay. Another fascinating fact.
So everyone, if you're listening, point your finger to a light, and there'll probably be about 50 billion.
It only passes through your finger, nothing else.
You can feel it tickle.
Okay.
Feel it tickle with me.
Another fascinating fact is Danny gets tickled by photons.
Science.
99% of the gold on Earth is located in its core. Now, the Earth
How do
is
we know
part of
that?
space. There is enough gold in Earth's core to coat a surface of 1.5 feet of gold. That's crazy. You think about, like, humans have been mining gold for 10,000 years? We haven't even cracked 1% of gold yet.
And
It's
it's
crazy.
Then why is it still
Well,
so
isn't most
expensive?
gold coming
Since there's
on
still
the
so
surface
much.
comes from asteroids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our gold trapped in the core is never... Eventually, it's going to turn into iron. And then...
Guess?
Yeah. Right?
I don't know.
I think it turns
don't know
into iron.
I don't know the chemistry of that.
Because it's iron, then yeah, okay, it is iron though. Another fascinating one, folks. We have a lot for you. This is exciting. What was that, Trump? Oh. Okay.
Forget it.
Trump, let's see if you get this one. Science via Imperial College, obviously from London. Scientists discover light could exist in a previously unknown form. New research suggests that it's possible to create a new form of light by binding light into a single electron, combining the properties of both. Quote, according to the scientists behind the study from Imperial College London, the coupled light and electron would have properties that could lead to circuits that work with packages of light, photons, instead of electrons. It would allow researchers to study quantum physical phenomena, which govern particles smaller than atoms on a visible scale. In normal materials, light interacts with a whole host of electrons present on the surface and within the material. But by using theoretical physics to model the behavior of light in a recently discovered class of materials known as topological insulators, Imperial researchers have found that it could interact with just one electron on the surface, thus making it visible. Woo!
I'm really rich.
The study has just begun, folks. I feel determined to keep this one up to date as I find out more. In the study published in Nature Communications, Dr. Vincio Sammatelli name and colleagues modeled this interaction around the particle. Thank you.
Chili powder.
Yeah, I'm swelling up.
Chili powder
A
is
small
awful.
sphere below 0.0000001 meters in diameter.
0.
Okay,
Meters.
that's it.
0.
We have more. We have one more for you.
Why is this happening?
Via The Verge. This is it for space news, unfortunately.
Best logo.
Actually,
Space
one
don't
quick
have so
one.
much space.
NASA
It's not
recently.
expanding or anything, is it?
NASA recently released like 10,000 photos of Mars. Go look at those. But our last piece of news for space, courtesy of the official podcast of Milky Way News. This one is just soaked inside,
Sorry.
covered in liquid. That's going to be a big squirt.
Not on the computer.
Oh, tear.
That's terrible.
It won't tear and it will squeeze.
Watch out, it's gonna squirt.
Oh.
Did it squirt?
Yeah. Okay.
Squirt.
The world's first VR camera satellite launches next summer. Space VR has signed a launch agreement to send its virtual reality satellite to the International Space Station using a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket in 2017. The smart startup has contacted Nanoracks, a company that runs a commercial laboratory aboard the ISS, to prepare Overview 1, Space VR's twin-camera CubeSat satellite, for release into low Earth orbit using Nanoracks' CubeSat deployer. Overview 1 will head to the ISS inside of one of SpaceX's Dragon capsules during the CRS-12 resupply mission, which is early next summer. It was also a Kickstarter in 2015, so we can kickstart space projects.
That's intense. I think that all of the space technology we are making is making the Milky Way galaxy one of the best.
And we're here to supply the news for it.
And we are the heroes that the Milky Way
Making
deserves.
the Milky Way galaxy tremendous.
I actually have one more piece
Believe
of...
me.
Making it we're making the Milky Way galaxy great again.
This might be my favorite piece of space news that we've shared in all of season 1 of Milky Way News. Moon Express becomes first private company to get U.S. approval for lunar mission. Now, bear with me. Spaceflight venture Moon Express wants to be the first private company ever to land on the moon next year, and the company has now been granted approval by the U.S. government to launch the lunar service. It's the first time the government has granted regulatory approval for a private mission beyond Earth orbit. Moon Express came very close to being denied permission to go. No regulatory framework currently exists for commercial space missions to another world. Lawmakers are working on a permanent solution, but it likely won't be ready in time for Moon Express's 2017 mission. So the company came up with its own temporary framework, a regulatory patch that the U.S. government could use to oversee the company's mission. That means huge news for space travel.
That means that it can basically open up to the public.
Yes, and the fact that the government's willing to be like, we're not sure how to do this, so let's bring this company's proposal in and look at it, and
It'll push forward the technology and the discoveries
If you
of
look,
space.
if you look at what NASA did for the world based on this technology, right now we have like 5 big private space companies just in America. That's 5 NASA's making technology for the world.
Yeah.
That's 5
They
new
say
technologies.
2 heads are better than 1,
Yeah, like-
and 5 heads are better than 2.
Think about NASA, computer, lasers, MRIs. What will 5 companies give us?
Yeah. If they're all able to research and because they can all do it a different way if it's private.
And
If
plus,
they're all part of NASA, they'd be under the same
And they
control,
work
the same
together, too.
rules. Yeah.
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 Because that's
Did you read what their plan is once they get to the moon?
Moon Express?
Yeah.
I'm not recalling.
They want to land in the South Pole
Okay.
and see if there's water ice or underneath the craters.
Oh, really?
And if there is, they can start a permanent base, and they can get helium.
Yeah, helium.
Helium-3, which it's rare on Earth, but it's
abundant
on the moon. So that makes it really easy to make jet fuel
Is
or
that
like Starship fuel.
Is that because of the moon's recent volcanic activity?
I don't know why there's so much helium on the moon.
Because I know the moon was erupting when dinosaurs were on Earth, which is crazy to visualize. But I think that's part of why helium-3 is there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure though. Can you imagine that though?
Yeah.
Like if there's an eruption big enough on the moon, you could see it when you're a dinosaur.
It'd be like a second sun,
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, the moon would have gave up its own light.
Yeah, during all that. Mm-hmm. Well, there's life on Earth. That's
Okay, folks, that is, well,
I'm where we're going, Milky Way galaxy.
Milky Way news is just taking over the Milky Way.
You are welcome.
Folks, we have one more big category for you. This is our second bread and butter after our game report. This might be a real bread and butter. I don't know. I'm not a big bread and butter guy.
It'll happen.
Milky Way News' Tech and Science Report with an astonishing, possibly 15 headlines. Baker's dozen.
It's a baker's dozen.
All right, Danny Colburn, let's get the show on the road.
Oh, that's right. I do have one.
DC
sure.
Comics.
DC Comics. Scientists at the University of Illinois, Chicago. Illinois, Chicago, created a way to convert carbon dioxide into fuel with prices comparable to that of gasoline. The leaf acts as a type of photosynthesis, which means we can use more renewable resources to get power instead of just using gasoline all the time. And you just spilled powdered sugar everywhere. Powdered flour.
What are you doing, kid?
Okay.
You made a mess.
Sorry. Danny, I'm sorry, did he say something?
Nope.
Illinois made leaves for cars? What was that?
They made leaves to convert carbon dioxide into fuel.
Oh. Okay.
Prices comparable to that of gasoline.
How did the leaves steal the car? How did they
It
interact?
acts as a type of photosynthesis
Oh.
with the carbon dioxide.
Future. Matt, that
Now
was for
we
you.
don't have to waste fossil fuels and dead dinosaurs. So yeah, CO2 and fuel.
I recently discovered that the last woolly mammoth on Earth, who were around when Homo sapiens were on Earth,
Hey,
they lived in Alaska
Homosexual.
on their own island, and they lived for over chili powder.
why do you keep eating it if there's so much chili powder?
I don't expect it. It's when I swallow it.
They're so crunchy.
So the last woolly mammoth on Earth in Alaska outlived every other woolly mammoth by tens of thousands of years. They lived on a big island, kind of by the Aleutian Islands, I believe, and they survived with one big lake. But when global warming started changing, the lake started drying up, and when the lake dried up, all the woolly mammoths just died out.
Oh.
So it's interesting.
You know that mastodons lived along humans. Mm-hmm. When the Egyptians were building the pyramids, there were still mastodons.
That's how they got the blocks there.
On Novaya Zemlya in Russia.
Yeah, the woolly mammoths built the pyramids.
No aliens did.
Not mammoths, mastodons.
Both. Yeah, but who made the mastodons?
Shut up.
Okay.
Mastodon's a pretty good middleman.
MIT, MIT, and Microsoft researchers have made
The Institute.
Oven Mitt?
Mitt Romney?
The Institute.
Mitt Money?
The Institute of Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Institute of Microsoft.
Since have made a smart tattoo that remotely controls your phone. There are pictures if you want to look this up. The technology, which is described on MIT's website and will be presented in full at Wearables Symposium next month. That sounds amazing. Is called Dual Skin. The researchers say that you can design a circuit using any graphic software, stamp out the tattoo in gold leaf, which is conductive to electricity, and then apply other commodity materials and components that would make the tattoo interactive. The paper presents three key uses for the tattoo. You can use it to turn your skin into a trackpad, design it to change color based on temperature, or pull data from the tattoo. In one photo shared by MIT, the tattoo even includes LED lights, creating a kind of glowing display on the skin. I highly recommend everyone goes to look this up, either the Dual Skin tattoo or even Wearable Symposium next month, because that sounds like it's a fun time.
It would.
Yeah, so
You could pull data from the tattoo.
yeah,
Like what data?
probably Bluetooth, probably like heart rate, everything tracking and whatnot.
Bluetooth. You could connect your phone to your arm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it already works. There's also another like prototype thing in 2010 by this, but I think they ran out of funding. This is the future, and it works.
You could do so many different like artsy ideas with that, like what the picture is of, and then it changing colors with the temperature or something like that.
No, because this is a tattoo, you could even, this could be getting towards the point where we have computers in our heads, because let's say we're at a college right now where we have student ID cards. Pretty soon the student ID cards could just be tiny tattoos on our arms, because this exists now, and they just, like, the scanner just scans your arm, doors unlock, you can pay with your arm.
Yeah.
That's not unplausible.
That's not too far ahead.
That's a couple years away, and we're gonna be paying with our hands.
But at the same time, they can't make you get a tattoo.
No, for sure.
It'd be permanent.
But you can choose to.
So, like a key card being permanent on you, I don't know if that would be a.
No, these ones are temporary though.
Okay.
But these also aren't built for mass marketing
Yeah,
yet.
it's like basically any sci-fi movie you ever see.
What's that one with Justin Timberlake where time becomes currency?
Yeah, I was
Social
thinking about
Network?
that.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlimited.
And they can steal people's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time's
It
up.
came out the same time as Limitless, I think.
Isn't that it?
No,
that's where
that's
he
the
unlocked
pill.
his
That's
brain.
the pill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adderall.
Okay, next one. I hope
Another
you-
one.
So there's a new pen that can create 16 million. Whoa. What did you just do?
No.
Undo.
I did.
Press undo.
I did.
Control Z.
There you go. Thank you. Sorry, folks. Our spreadsheet got messed up. There's a new pen that creates 16 million colors. So, it kind of looks like a 3D pen.
Does it have
So some kind of something you can touch it to any color in the world. Go up
does
to
it
a
have Sandy
leaf.
Hook gray?
It has Sandy Hook gray.
Awesome.
You can go up to like any color, like a leaf, a tree, someone's eye, anything.
Oh.
The pen scans that color.
I've seen commercials
yeah.
of that.
No, not commercials.
Are you sure?
Yes.
They're
I've
like
seen that.
This
they're
is
like
new.
the Kickstarter video
Maybe.
There's no commercial.
where they show the prototype.
Yeah.
They like, because it's like someone went up and like
Like to an
Yeah.
apple.
to an apple, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they painted with it and drew with it.
yeah, but not like a commercial. They're not selling it yet.
Oh.
But yeah,
I
so
was like,
six-
Yeah,
Get
it's
that.
like the
I was
like a
excited.
prototype video.
so 16 million colors. If you're an artist, awesome. Number 4. Let's go to
So much more realistic.
Scotland. Did you say Scotland are about the drinks? Who was that? Is it Irish? Scots?
Yeah.
Okay, Scotland.
They create the drinks. That was
Via
last week.
SourceFed, Scotland just produced enough wind energy to power the country for an entire day. For the first time on record, wind turbines have generated more electricity than was used in the whole of Scotland in a single day. Now, this isn't all as good as it seems to be, though. So, an analysis by Conservation Co. WWF, World Wildlife Fund Scotland, found unseasonably
World Wrestling Federation.
Yes. Found unseasonably stormy weather saw turbines create about 106% of the total amount of electricity used by every home and business in the country on August 7th. So now here's what gets bad. Why did it produce so much energy? Gale force winds lashed much of the country with a speed of 115 miles per hour, recorded at the top of, Carnarvon Mountain. Because of the wind, a 17,000-ton oil rig broke away from sea and beached itself away from a tug in the early hours of Monday morning, and later ran aground near the Caraway on the Isle of Lewis. And train services were canceled as trees were blown onto the tracks. Various events had to be canceled, and part of the Dundee were hit by a power cut. But WWF's Scotland's director, Lang Bank, said, while Sunday's weather caused disruptions for many people, it also proved to be a good day for wind power output, with wind turbines alone providing the equivalent of all of Scotland's total electricity needs.
Well, they definitely get a lot of wind there on the islands and highlands.
I think it's Scotland. It might be Ireland or Vikings were in Scotland, right?
Norway.
Norway. What else was
Oh,
it?
they
Scandinavian
invaded.
countries. They invaded there.
Yeah.
One of the-
They were the ones that founded Dublin.
Okay, I think it was Scotland.
Yeah.
So if I'm correct, my geography, all of Scotland, if it is Scotland, has almost no, because the Vikings shut all the trees down, which made all of the wind for hundreds of years blow all the sediment away. So like nothing can grow in Scotland anymore if it is Scotland.
No.
Okay, it's a different country then.
Okay.
I think it's one of those countries.
Denmark.
Because
Sweden maybe.
during
but one of those.
like the wars,
Okay.
they cut down all the trees.
Yeah.
And there wasn't any left, but now they've replanted.
Okay,
them
it's a
all,
different
so
country
they
then.
can grow. Yeah.
So it might be Sweden then or something. Iceland. I don't know. It might be Iceland.
I keep thinking
think it
you're
was
gonna say ISIS.
ISIS.
I think it was Iceland.
Iceland, yeah. So Iceland now is just completely barren because all the trees were cut down. So the wind took all the sediment off. Now nothing can grow because there's not enough topsoil. So Iceland just like completely barren, where ISIS is.
beautiful.
Chili powder. What?
God bless you, my child.
Facebook news. Facebook is blocking ad blockers because Facebook. I assume everyone's heard about this if you're listening to this kind of podcast. So yeah, they're blocking ad blockers. Some ad blockers have already got around Facebook's ad blocker. So there's that. A new study has revealed that. Where is my page? Lopsided Peace Talk. It's not that one. It's this one. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. New study. It would be cheap to retrain coal workers for solar jobs. Coal is dying, obviously. It shed 50,000 jobs in the last 5 years. Screw you, West Virginia.
Coal is the future if you ask Donald Trump.
Yeah, I know. That's this. So let's see here. Using data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, we looked at all current. This is from the Harvard Business Review. We looked at all current coal industry positions, from engineers to mining and power plant operators to administrative workers, the skill sets required for each, for example, specific degrees and amount of work experience, and the respective average salaries. For each type of coal position, we determined the closest equivalent solar position and salary. For example, an operations engineer in the coal industry could retrain to be a manufacturing technician in solar and expect about a 10% salary increase. Similarly, explosive workers, ordnance handlers, and blasters in the coal industry could use their sophisticated safety experience and obtain training to become commercial solar technicians and earn about 11% on average.
Plus, it's less dangerous.
Every time I said technician, I kept thinking of Tom Cruise and Tet in Oblivion.
I didn't watch Oblivion.
You guys are an effective team, correct?
Sorry.
I like the song of Oblivion from Mastodon.
Okay. Do you guys remember last week when I said that Samsung had created the world's largest SSD card?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they just got owned by Seagate. So Samsung had a 15.36 terabyte drive that could cost $10,000. But this week, Seagate just quadrupled that. The company has created a 60 terabyte SSD in a 3.5 inch format that Seagate says should be available sometime next year. The drive would be demoed at the 2016 Flash Memory Summit. God, these summits sound amazing. A conference that I'm sure I didn't write that. 60 terabytes is a ridiculous amount of data. A hard drive that can store 400 million photos or 12,000 movies. The drive is designed for enterprise use, much like Samsung's 15 TB drive, and will support both hot and cold data, which will let data centers swap out their old 3.5 inch HDD drives for Seagate's 60 terabyte SSD drives pretty easily. Seagate says it could potentially scale up storage to 100 freaking terabytes in the same format. I also didn't write that. So that's amazing. The future is now.
That's so much space in so much little space.
Yes. There's more though.
That's what the Milky Way galaxy is.
Have you ever seen Men in Black? We're all just a little ornament on a cat.
Yeah. I know. Fun.
Let's talk about the FCC bastards.
They say it's a dog-eat-dog world but on a cat's necklace.
The Nice job. The Federal Communications Commission's plan to let the cities build their own broadband network hit a major roadblock as Federal Appellate Court ruled that the commission was overstepping its authority. The United States Court of Appeals for the Sixth Circuit said where's Sixth Circuit? Is that Illinois? I forget.
Illinois?
For the Sixth Circuit said today that the FCC is not able to essentially remove state laws that prevent the construction of municipal broadband networks, as attempted to do so in Wilson, North Carolina, and of course Chattanooga, Tennessee. Both Wilson and Chattanooga have petitioned the FCC for permission to build their own broadband networks, a measure some cities are turning to in order to increase competition among internet providers who often hold regional monopolies and more or less refuse to compete. We have two providers, right? You talked about that.
Yeah, we have CenturyLink and the other one.
Yeah. State laws, however, prevented them from doing so. That's the case in 19 states in total, all of which could be affected by the future FCC orders. This goes into the Telecommunications Act of 1996, and I think the next presidency is going to be huge for the freedom of net neutrality and all of that fun stuff.
They're both equally as bad on that.
Yeah, I know they are. Even the TPP is bad for net neutrality. Moving on, because we are running out of time, folks. So speaking of storage, this makes Seagate look like a little bee. Japanese tech company. Now, keep this in mind. Imagine a postage stamp. Postage stamp about the thickness of glass, but a postage stamp thick or size. Japanese tech company Hitachi developed this tiny quartz glass storage, just a piece of glass, that can save data for 300 million years. Information was recovered from the glass even after it was heated to 1,000 degrees Celsius for 2 hours. 1,000 degrees Celsius is 1832 Fahrenheit, or 1,273.15 Kelvin. So it can be stored for data on
It can
glass.
basically survive an apocalypse.
Yes, a 300 million year apocalypse.
Or like the end of the world.
Yeah, and this is their first attempt at it, so
That is insane. Go Japan.
go
You make good
Hitachi.
snacks and you make good quartz
Well, the
glass
snack
storage.
was that's
Good Cameron snack.
better than China's freaking apple.
Better than Hong Kong's freaking fish.
I don't know, that's kind of cool. When you handed me that first, like, this is
You're
a
like, to
fish.
shoot, yeah.
All right,
GoPro has announced that it will open up sales for its 6-camera Omni virtual reality rig when the company starts shipping pre-order units on August 17th. The $5,000 setup includes 6 Hero 4 black cameras, the cube-shaped metal housing, and the hardware and software that is necessary to film and stitch the 360-degree footage that Omni captures, geared towards consumers.
yeah. So I mean, the setup looks amazing. It's about the size of like a big softball. Everyone has their 360 gears. Facebook has theirs, but GoPro is going to be the first one that's kind of mass marketing towards consumers. I can see movie companies doing this, although there's better ones available to that because GoPro cameras aren't the best. But yeah, these ship the same day as pre-orders go online.
Wow. So you get them right away.
Yeah,
That will be...
which they have to because GoPro has been losing money the past couple of years.
That'll be... You'll have to put those on like a big structure, like a vehicle or something, right?
No,
Is that size?
it's like a softball. You just put them on a pole.
Oh, true.
Just like a
But,
selfie
you
stick.
can't have it would be kind of heavy on a like helmet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, it's 6 GoPros you could if you have a good enough helmet.
True.
There have been, I've watched 360 GoPro videos. I mean, I brought this, Danny, we weren't out of time. I brought my Gear VR. A couple podcasts ago, we tested this out, and like even one of them was BMX people.
Yeah.
They had the 6 cameras on their helmets, and you can look around as it's going off the sand dunes.
How did you get that?
I got it with my phone. If you buy
phone?
this Galaxy S7, you get a free Gear VR. So Matt Gerardo and I tested this. So yeah, well, my phone's not in it.
Oh, so it's just everything's blurry.
Well, I guess there's nothing to look at. So yeah, we mentioned Serbia earlier when we talked about U.S. basketball almost losing to them. And Serbia is in the news. Actually, Serbia was in the news last time when we talked about that fire.
Oh yeah.
They're in it again. 2,000-year-old scrolls inscribed with ancient curses uncovered in Serbia. Archaeologists working in Serbia have discovered tiny parchments of gold and silver inscribed with what appears to be a series of ancient curses. The cursed tablets were found alongside human skeletons at an excavation site at the foot of a coal-fired power station in, Kostolac in northeastern Serbia. Archaeologists, led by Miomar Korak, are currently scouring the area in preparation for further construction at the site, which was once home to the ancient Roman city of, Vimicanacium.
Vimicanacium.
Found throughout the Greco-Roman world, even well into the Christian era, cursed tablets called on spirits, demonic or divine powers to control the target, destroy an enemy, force restitution of stolen goods, get someone in the sack, or make the opposing teams lose. The tablets were thin sheets of lead on which invocations against the targets were scratched. They would then be rolled or folded up and placed in a relevant area, usually below the ground, graves, wells, temples, sanctuaries, or the homes of the cursed. So ancient curses, and they survived for 2,000 years.
That's terrifying.
I mean, does that mean it's coming true?
Yeah. And only Serbia?
Sadly.
Serbia's like kind of a small country.
That's one of my favorite news pieces of this week, folks. Netflix recently launched a website called fast.com where you can check your internet speed, and the app has now launched for free on iOS and Android. So just free internet check courtesy of Netflix. They just have money to throw away. Good for them. Why not?
But they do.
Why not?
Actually, the other day was the first time I tried to get on a Netflix and it said there are too many people using this account.
Really?
Are you the only one on the account?
Yes. I had like 10 TVs hooked up. No, I just Don't steal it from other people.
Do you guys know what the capital of Belarus is?
Belarus.
I'm gonna regraduate
Beatrix.
this. I don't know.
I think I know.
Why you think?
I can't remember.
Okay, me neither. I knew I shouldn't have ate that. Okay. In July, construction workers so Belarus is getting their first nuclear power plant, folks. In July, construction workers at the Astrovert nuclear power plant in Belarus dropped a 330-ton nuclear reactor shell. Weeks went by before the government admitted an abnormal situation had occurred, prompting international concerns about the safety of the Russian-built facility and the Belarusian government's unwillingness to disclose information in a timely manner. Mounting mishaps at the construction site are raising concerns over safety, particularly in neighboring country of Lithuania. Troubling government authorities in Belarus and those involved in the construction have been accused of withholding information. Belarus, in an effort to free itself from Russia's energy grip, is building a nuclear power plant in Astrovert, located 96 miles from the capital of Minsk, 30 miles south of Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania. Initial plans to build the plant were announced in the 80s, but the Chernobyl disaster ruined those plans. 30 years later, Belarus is going ahead with it. So basically, they literally dropped a 330-ton nuclear reactor shell from a height of between 6 to 13 feet. 2 weeks went by before they told anyone. The shell isn't cracked, but they said if they find any damage, they're going to replace it. Moscow is jointly financing the project between $5 billion to $22 billion. It's a big range.
Yeah.
Yeah, Belarus.
That's dangerous.
Some Samsung news. Rumor has it that Samsung might not release a flat Galaxy S8 next year and stick with the curved one.
I'm not sure it works out pretty well.
I'm not sure how I like it yet.
Really?
I can't use it if there's no case on it because I keep touching shit. It's taking like 2 months to get used to. I keep touching the wrong thing.
That's fair.
Chicago. You need to stop eating that stuff.
You gotta stop eating that stuff.
Gerardo, you want to read that one? That's the last one, actually.
Ooh.
Let me go back to the...
Chicago futuristic cable cars.
Yes.
Chicago is in Illinois.
Illinois, eh?
Illinois, eh?
All of the articles I have on my phone, I'll save for next time. And
Do you think that Canadians just canoe down to Chicago
Chicago, eh? Yeah, basically.
and give them Moosehead Lager?
Whenever you're ready, Boggle.
So plans are underway for a network of cable cars connecting Chicago's city center, devised and designed by architectural firm Davis, Brody Bond, and Marks Barfield. The Chicago Skyline cable cars are an aerial tourist attraction as well as a viable transportation option. It is slated to connect Navy Pier, the lakefront Riverwalk, with downtown Chicago. The system will have stations positioned by Millennium Park and Michigan Avenue to encourage visitors to appreciate the city's architecture without the use of cars. Designed to carry 3,000 people. Wow, that's a lot. 3,000 people per hour at 800 feet a minute. The road can offer 30-minute tours, 17 stories above high ground level. Currently, the project's still in its initial stages.
There is a nice job, Danny. There is a video, like a rendering of what it would look like.
Does it look like
It's
that movie?
It basically, it's just imagine the State Fair, those cars going above,
Yeah.
but in cold, like,
Covered.
but kind of like the London Eye, those kind of capsules.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skylines. I mean, they're way up, middle of the buildings, just connecting all of them.
Kind of like the skyscrapers.
Yeah, really cool.
It's like Futurama.
Yeah, funding. I think the preparation's already underway for funding.
So it's kind of like a subway, but new
Above ground.
and above ground.
Yeah.
And is it going to be like all glass in there? Like they can
Kind of.
see everything?
Pretty good
I think
views,
that
yeah,
would
all the
be
way around.
Good to do that.
So we'll keep informed on that.
I like that because if you went to Chicago, it takes a long time to explore. Like
Yeah.
to get from Millennium Park to Navy Pier to the Riverwalk, it's about 3 hours.
Long time.
Yeah, and if you're just walking, if you're not stopping
So
and
many
seeing.
people and so much stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you just want to take your time, walk around, and then if you want to get back to where you parked or to where you are, to the subway station to get back to the airport, That's a good plan. Yeah.
I know. So I searched for Milky Way News the other day. We're up to 7 subscribers now. Before, when you search us on YouTube, we're like number 12 or 15.
Yeah.
We're now number 5. So like when you search for us, we're like right on the first page.
There you go.
So we're making the climb.
We are moving up in the world and on the YouTube.
Okay, this is totally random and kind of out of the tech and science news, but I saw this picture today and I want to share it. So you might have seen this, Rob. It's a story about Britney Spears.
Oh boy.
It came into.
I don't think I've seen it.
It's made headlines today. So this is a side of Britney Spears the media never talks about. So normally she has like a bad reputation or whatever, kind of like wild.
Yeah.
This is a heartwarming story. So one day Britney was waiting in line at Kohl's. In front of her was a woman with. Okay. In front of Britney was a woman with her 5-year-old son. Before the cashier said the total, the little boy said the price and was exactly right. So the boy predicted the price. The cashier said, "Great job," to which the boy's mom replied, "I'm sorry, he's being annoying." Britney then said to the boy, apparently, "Don't listen to her, keep studying, and you'll accomplish great things." So Britney's being nice to the boy. So she said, "Accomplish great things." The little boy then grew up to be Steve Jobs.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. I wasn't expecting it. Let's see here.
What?
That's it.
What?
That's it. Just a stupid thing I saw on Facebook.
I don't understand.
Let's see here. Other news: Man of Steel 2 is finally in production. That started. What else? NASCAR driver Brian Clausen died in a crash in the U.S. AC midget race.
Midget race?
Yes,
Have those?
midget cars. NBC has bought up Harry Potter's Past the Future. NBC Universal gets exclusive TV rights to Harry Potter films until 2025. Suicide Squad did set box office records because we don't deserve better movies, apparently. It set an August box office opening record, raking in $135.1 million. Guardians of the Galaxy in 2014 didn't even get that much.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And you liked Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, that was good. No, I forgot to say this. When you're talking about the trailer for Man of Steel and how it was kind of bad or whatever, or Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. When the trailer for Star Trek, the new one, just came out, when it came out a year ago, though,
Yeah, when they came out with the Beastie Boys.
Yeah, it basically was Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like, well, this looks terrible. It's too much of a comedy. They completely did the reshoots then, and that became like the best Star Trek movie. Let's see here. A man who owns the Tesla Model X used autopilot to get himself to a hospital after suffering a heart attack.
Oh, wow.
He survived. William Shatner gave credit to Star Wars. Although William Shatner's Star Trek took place 10 years before Star Wars, it was canceled after 3 seasons, and say without Star Wars, Star Trek would never be popular. Shatner also hates answering questions about Star Trek, so don't ask him.
He'd rather ask them about that his commercials.
Oh, some big news. All of
Price line negotiator.
Delta flights worldwide were grounded. You guys hear about that?
Yeah.
Every Delta flight was grounded for a couple days from a computer glitch.
Shut down.
No one knows why it shut down.
That is kind of terrifying.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Just
like-
major international shutdown.
Delta, yeah, they do go.
International, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
That's
Atlanta.
a big.
Yeah,
If
that's
you
huge.
if you want to
biggest
go out of the U.S. through Delta, you have to go to stop at Atlanta.
Atlanta's the biggest in the world.
Well, that's Delta's hub
Yeah.
Yeah.
for international flights.
Russian hacking news. According to a report by security blogger Brian Krebs, Oracle's popular Micros point-of-sale terminals support a website was commandeered by a Russian cyber gang. Micros is in the top 3 most popular payment systems in the world. In a statement to Gizmodo, Oracle said it has detected and addressed the malicious code in the certain legacy microsystems. So, POS is any operating system registers used at stores,
Yep.
and the 3rd largest in the world was hacked.
Which one?
Micros.
Oh,
Not familiar with that one.
I'm familiar with NCR,
Okay.
not New California Republic, but National Cashier.
Okay. Via PopSci, the Arabian sandcat, Felis margarita harrisoni.
Can I have a margarita?
No, you can have Harrison though. Is a mysterious and understudied animal. Until recently, its habits in the wild were only anecdotal tales. We know that the subspecies is well equipped for its North African, Arabian, and Central Asian desert habitats with protective hairs on its ears and paws, and is adapted to the arid climates by getting its hydration by eating smaller creatures. It has gone 10 years without being spotted, but was just spotted early August. So the species lives. Next month, the PS4 Neo will be announced at a press conference.
PS4
Neo.
Neo.
That's going to be the upgraded PS4.
Oh, okay.
We already mentioned that one. I'm just trying to find last minute news. What else do we got?
Did you see the one in Milwaukee?
What Milwaukee news?
Not working.
Breaking news from Milwaukee. Violence erupts after a police shooting in Milwaukee. Standoff between police and an angry crowd turned violent Saturday night.
Uh-oh.
In the hours after a Milwaukee police officer shot and killed an armed suspect.
Did you guys hear about
It's crazy. Have you seen the pictures?
I haven't been on Twitter yet, no. So Milwaukee's on fire?
God,
Stranger things.
we're Detroit now?
That's not.
Do people love beating up cop cars?
Fonzie.
I have a couple
Did
more.
you hear about the guy that goes out every night in Milwaukee
Clown?
and dresses up
Yeah,
as a
I heard that.
clown?
Green Bay.
That's-
Green Bay.
Oh yeah, Green Bay. That's terrifying.
Giggles the clown.
Giggles. Oh,
Amazon is getting its own fleet of airplanes before drones. So Prime Air is a time frame for construction, so they're going to start flying their own packages. They have a lot of money to go around too. Unemployment in July added 255,000 jobs. Unemployment dropped to 4.9% since Obama's the best. Let's see here. Sony's
away.
PlayStation's first original show, Powers, has been canceled at the end of season 2.
Yeah, they had that guy from Hardcore Henry in it.
Is that him? Copley?
The South American guy?
Yeah,
or
Copley.
South African guy?
Via The Verge, Game of Thrones might be coming to a close in 2018, but another world created by George R.R. Martin could be appearing on television soon. According to Martin, Universal Cable Productions has acquired the rights to adapt the superhero series Wild Cards. You ever read that?
No, but I've seen the story.
So that's going to be a TV show. And there's a new game called Totally Accurate Battle Simulator.
Oh, I've
You
seen
guys seen videos of that? Have you seen that?
No.
So it looks like this. So you control it's in pre-alpha right now.
Yeah, it's ragdoll.
cool.
So you can it's ragdoll people. You choose how many peasants, archers, poachers, catapults you want. You just send them in the battle, and they just kind of stimulate battle. It's definitely not totally
Stimulate
accurate.
your battle.
Alex Rodriguez has basically been fired/retired from baseball.
Yeah, today was his last game.
Joe Girardi did not let him play third base, which is pretty funny, although he requested it. News out of Qatar, maybe Qatar, sorry. Qatar has been in the news forever because they keep killing their slaves making the World Cup stadium. Qatar will restrict the ability of alcohol during the 2022 World Cup, whatever the criticism might be, if drinking contributes to violence and disorder at the games. So they're going to start studying ties between alcohol and violence. That's courtesy of Doha News, which is interesting because they're literally importing slaves to make their stadiums.
polio returns to Nigeria for the first time in years.
It's good.
That's not good.
No, is it okay?
Polio?
We mentioned this before that a Viking ship might be making it to the show in Duluth, the tall ships.
Oh yeah.
The Viking ship from nowhere has had to turn around because they did not get enough funding to pay their fees because they didn't have a correct pilot.
no.
So the Viking model is on its way back right now. I think it was stuck in Lake Erie.
I really wanted to see it.
Yep, that would be cool. Pepsi Crystal has made a comeback, is now in stores, I guess. iPhone 7 is going to get a sensitive home button, dual cameras. Researchers from MIT have developed a Cinema 3D, the first large-scale display that would allow viewers to enjoy a full 3D movie experience without 3D glasses. There's that. TSA recently found a 3D printed gun in a carry-on that was loaded.
What?
Yeah, so you can 3D print guns now. They usually don't last more than one shot. Then you can't detect them, but you can detect the bullets.
Insane. Yeah, that's true.
You know what? I think I'm good there. Anything else we need to talk about? Pokemon Go kind of still sucks.
Got a lot.
Next week we'll be back with some stuff.
Olympics will be.
We'll talk about the Olympics. We're gonna do a.
Should be over by
Yeah, they'll be over.
This time.
We'll wrap it up. Go in depth. Kind of review it. See how it compares to previous disastrous Olympic Games.
We'll review Microsoft Grand Prix.
We're gonna do a special on No Man's Sky. I'm also gonna create a game for everyone, either about Fortune 500 companies or probably some kind of video game one.
We'll bring Hispanic snacks, Latino snacks.
We'll be able to
Yeah.
eat Mexican snacks.
You know, we should end it. We're gonna end this on a game.
All right,
Thrones.
We're gonna do another round of 20 questions. What kind of topic do you guys want me to choose? TV show, movie, video game character, TV character, tech product. I'm gonna do a tech product.
Oh boy. Not gonna be good at that one.
Let's do. I'm gonna choose like a bra. I'm not gonna choose like.
Benjamin Moore color.
It's not. It's definitely Sandy Hook Gray. I'm gonna choose a tech
Gorilla,
product.
the Cincinnati Zoo.
What tech product should I have?
Not GoPro.
Try this. I'm trying to think. What can I choose? Oh, I'll choose. Okay, I got it. Okay, got it.
Was it made by a private company?
Wait, what are we guessing?
I chose a tech product.
Okay.
What do you mean private company? It's made by company.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it a personal computer?
No.
Okay.
Was it made in the past 2 years?
Probably. Yes.
Is it for consumer use?
Yes.
Okay.
Does it attach to another device?
Stuff attaches to it.
Okay.
I recently bought this product last week. It is arriving at my house on Monday or Tuesday. Or it arrived today. I've not been home since 6 a.m.
Is it a camera?
It's not a camera. It retails for a couple $1,000s, and I got it for $400.
How?
It's on sale.
I hate you. What the
When
hell?
you figure out what it is, because
Oh, I think I know what it is.
I don't need it, but $400 for one of these. I think it was 2,000 retail.
I think I know what it is.
Sam's Club has good deals. It was they said it was better than their Black Friday deals. Just a random deal they had.
Is it a television?
It is a television.
Oh, then I don't know.
Keep going. You gotta be more specific.
Is it a 4K television?
It's a 4K television.
You ordered a 4K television?
55 inches.
What?
You 55-inch 4K television for $428. I also bought a queen set bed sheet for $25.
I'm sick of you.
I'm so excited.
I've been trying to buy a new mattress for 2 years, and
Yeah.
I don't have any money.
I've been trying to buy food.
Well, I don't have any money because I spent it on food.
Yeah.
The downside to buying this, I might have to buy the PS4 Neo,
Yeah.
because it'll use PS4 Neo will use 4K,
Yeah.
and I have to use the 4K TV that's only 55 inches. But my problems are tough.
Yeah.
You can watch Stranger Things on 4K
Oh, I
because
could-
they made it in 4K.
Did they?
Yeah.
One more piece of news.
That'll be
I got an
beautiful.
email today from Boosted Board that I'm only a few months away from getting
I
it.
thought it was the boosted board.
I reserved I put $100 on my Boosted Board in May, due to the high demand. They set it back. I should get it in October. That's costing $1,200. I'm excited though. It's the electronic skateboard, 20-mile range. No, 12-mile range, 20 miles an hour, 40% incline. It's gonna be fun.
Should probably head up. That's
Good
good.
stuff.
15
Thank
to
you.
midnight.
Thank you for listening,
For
Internet.
another great night with the Milky Way galaxy.
We'll be back next week with Matt
Hopefully.
and Danny
Matthew.
He
And Gerardo.
got shot in the buttocks, I heard.
and
from
Hunter
paintball guns.
and Trump.
Yeah.
President Trump.
I'm with Harambe.
I'm with Harambe also. I'm with Cecile.
Cecil.
Rip.
And
Good night.
Are there like a lot of different types of road?
Yeah, there's a couple.
The worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Doesn't it take tens? What kind of vending machine doesn't take tens?
Yeah, fish food.
You bought us candy anchovies.
It is like
It's not candy anchovies.
It's a real anchovy.
It's like you just caught a big northern out of the lake, and that.
You know, like coconuts when they're like really little, when they're just growing on palm trees.
Yeah,
They look like little coconuts.